Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make this Emmy awareness bracelet with a little kind of pulley system so you can adjust it and stuff. Sorry, still got the remnants of my cold going on, so I apologise if you can't hear very well. Yeah, so I thought about this quite a lot and I decided that my first creative video I wanted to do, because if you saw my first video I told you I'm going to do some creative videos in it, and I realised I hadn't done any, so I thought I'd do this one. Isolation, or feelings of isolation with me, is a big thing, I think. We're not often able to go out and see lots of people. We have to, communicate via mobile phone or email or anything, and sometimes we can't even do that because we're so sick. So I thought I'd do something that, because obviously we are sick and we can't do a lot of stuff, that I do something that, could be a project for you if you have really severe ME, or if you haven't got severe ME but you have got ME and you can't do a lot of stuff, then this could be something you could do in the day. So I've attached the video to this, so it's quite long, I'm afraid, so I'm going to keep this kind of short, and I hope you like it, and I'll see you then, so keep watching. Okay, so to start this bracelet you're going to need 4 strands of thread. I'm using quite thick thread here, so if you're using thinner thread you might want to use 6 strands instead. Then you're going to want to cut 43.5 inches off this, or if you like centimetres better, that's roughly about 110 centimetres. Then you're going to want to tie them together in a normal knot. I'm using yellow and purple here because purple is the colour most often used to represent ME awareness, and yellow is its most often contrast colour. So, then you want to tie them in the knot, as I said. This can be quite tricky sometimes, and you might need to pull on some of the threads individually, like this. Make sure it's quite tight because you don't want it to come loose when you're doing your braiding. Then you want to find something to attach it to. You could attach it to your trouser leg, this often works quite well, but I'm using a lavender bag here. Then take a clip and clip it to your trouser leg or your whatever you're using to secure it. Like that. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see a better view of this now. Okay, so after that you're going to want to braid them in a normal braid or a plait. So take your strands and put them in an order so they interchange, yellow, purple, or purple, yellow. It doesn't really matter. Then put 2 in one hand and start braiding a normal braid as you would with your hair. Like this. And you want it to continue this until it's about 2 inches long. As you can see here, mine measures roughly 2 inches. So when you've done that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put the last 3 strands into one hand. Like this. Then you're going to do your first knot. So you're going to take the farthest on the left strand and you're going to cross it over the other 3 strands like this. Then reach through the loop and pull that strand through as if you were tying a normal knot. And pull it up. Now if you pull it too tightly, the braid at the top is going to start bunching up. And this will mean it's disturbed, like this. If that happens, just pull it out again and it should go down. Then you're going to want to tie that knot again over the top to doubly secure it. Again, don't pull too tight or the braid will slip. Now rearrange your braids so that it continues to go purple, yellow, or if you prefer, yellow, purple. Again, it doesn't matter. Then take the farthest left strand, place it over the one next to it so it forms a 4 shape. Pull through the loop and reach up again. Now this one will be quite hard because if you pull up, it will slide the braid up like that. Okay, and then do the same again with the same strand. It looks a bit confusing there, but that is actually the same strand. Again, if it bunches up, pull it down. Now, the reason we're tying 2 knots over these strands is to stop it from twisting. If we only tied 1 loop over each one of them, the bracelet would start twisting into each other. But if we tie 2 loops, it won't do that. Okay. Now, I'm just doing a very simple candy stripe bracelet. However, if you want to do something a bit more complicated, there are plenty of YouTube videos to copy from. I'm just using these colours to represent Emmy. Once you've done one, you might want to move it up onto the braid. This just makes it a bit more secure and easier to braid. Okay. Now we're going to tie another 4 loop with the yellow over. This one's a bit closed up, so you can see it a bit better. Pull through and slide up. And then again, do 2 to stop it from twisting. Slide up. Okay. And you want to continue doing this for your whole braid. This technique does not change at all. All you're doing is going back to the farthest left strand and knotting it over the one next to it. Okay, and then after this, I'm just going to speed it up a little bit so that we avoid all these different things going on. Da, 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 da. Okay. And that's what it should look like. You can see the braid starting strand here, so I'll skip it forward to the end where it's complete. Okay, so once you've continued doing that to the length of your wrist, don't braid the end just yet. You want to make it so that the candy stripe reaches just around to the base of the other candy stripe, not the braid. No, not the plait, please. Just there. Okay, then you want to take your clip again, like this, and just going to clip it back to your trouser leg or whatever you're using to secure it. Okay, then you're going to want to put 2 together in the same hand again. We're going to continue to braid the way we did at the start. One over the other, just a normal braid, or if you're English, a plait. Like this, I'll skip it forwards. So again, it reaches 2 centimeters. This one's not quite 2 centimeters, so I'm just going to braid a little bit more. Like so. Now when you do reach 2 inches, what you want to do is you want to make it so that you have the 2 strands you put together in your left hand. So across, across. Of course, if you're left-handed, you'll want them in your right hand. Okay, so then we're going to do the loop technique again. Place the 2 across the top, bring through, and slide up. Like so. Now we only need to do it once on this one. So it's like that. Then unclip it and tie a normal knot with all the strands across the top of this. This is probably the most fiddly bit of the bracelet, because it's quite hard to get it exactly on top of that knot. And again, you may need to pull on some of the strands individually after this because they get a bit caught up. The thicker the thread you use, this is just a note for you to see, that the easier it will be to complete this. And there you go. There's your bracelet. Now, you can either leave it like this and just tie the ends together with the braided plaits, or you can do this next step, which allows you to adjust your bracelet. So first of all, you're going to want to cut off the ends. I left quite a large section at the end to stop the tails from thread fraying, but you can leave a short section, it doesn't really matter. Then, if you're wanting to continue, fold the bracelet together so that the 2 braids are at the end. Clip the centre of the bracelet to your trouser leg or whatever you're using, and place them together like this. Then cut a length of thread. I used roughly about 18 inches here, but you probably don't need that much. Then you're going to want to place the 2 plaits together and tie them together in a normal double knot around the base. Make sure the braids don't come undone. This can be really fiddly. And just tie them together twice with a double knot. Like so. Then we're going to do a knot called the Chinese staircase knot. This is where we're going to take a long length of our thread, loop it, and we're going to go through the top this time. So loop it around, hold it down with your finger, place through the centre of the bracelet, and pull it through. I'll just zoom in so you can see it a little bit easier, like this. Then pull on the thread to tighten it. You want it pretty tight, don't leave it loose, it will easily slip through. And then repeat that step and continue to do so till you reach the length of the thickness you'd like. I'm going to do 3 here, so I'll do one more. So again, loop, through, and pull. Okay. Then I'm going to want to tie a knot. This again can be quite fiddly because you need to push it right down to the base of the thread, like so. So when you've done that, you can cut it off very near the bottom so you leave a short stub. Then cut the second thread from the beginning, like so. And then unclip it and you're done. There's your bracelet, and it can be adjusted to tighten and release it. And the awareness bracelet. So I hope you liked that video, and as I said, if you want to make these, that'd be good because we want to spread awareness of Emmy, and also, you know, it's a kind of link to each other. If we all made one of these with Emmy, then you know, even if you don't see that many people, you know that, well, I'm always wearing one, so you know you're linked to me and other people if we all do this. So I thought it'd be a nice kind of think together thing. If you do want to make one, send it to me, or if you can send a picture, then do that. And I'd love to hear about it, and I hope you enjoyed this. So thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you later.